Semersuaq means the great ice. It has protected our land for millions of years. Inuit believe that all is one.
It started with a phone call when Dr. Marco Oliva, the main scientist leading the expedition, and is a friend of mine since almost a decade now. And I was like, I want to go there and see every day with these challenges of climate change, how do they live, how they are adapting. I think it was when I met the family of Michael, one of the main characters of the film that stayed with us all along the filming. When I met his family, when I met his son, and I saw how he was taking care of the family and how he was so deeply rooted in his tradition and he was trying with all his heart to pass on, and I felt this was his mission on earth. Really, you could see it every day teaching something, and how the 8-year-old son was already able to survive in the wild. This was so touching. I was like, okay, what are we doing wrong? Like, we don't know where our place in this world is anymore. Well, this guy is 8 years old and you know how to survive in the wild, and you know what is his place in this world and his natural system, you know. So this was such a touching moment, and that's where I really made the switch, and I was like, okay, this is the story I want to tell. We started this project with Dr. Oliva with this idea in mind that there is a huge gap in between science and people. I've been following the research, the Neo-Arctic and the research of the University of Barcelona through the scientists I'm friend with for years, and I feel many times what those research, the results are a lot of data that are really hard to process for us normal common people. I already knew how ancestral knowledge is important in the conservation of our planet, but being there and seeing it with my own eyes, I was like, okay, actually we already have the way. We know how to do these kind of things because it's in our DNA. We knew it thousands of years ago. So what we need now is to take this data, the science, and walk hand in hand with the tradition, because there is for me no evolution without this knowledge. We cannot go forward without it. It's something we have to do hand in hand and going together. I know Dr. Oliva since 10-15 years, 12 years actually. I love traveling with him because a scientist has such a different vision of the world. For him, every stone has a history. Every lake means something. So you will walk with him and you will be like, oh, you see this valley, thousands of years ago, this was the glacier. This gives you such a different vision on the world. It's beautiful. It was the first time I had the feeling I was really understanding what was going on around me. And so having him on one side and then on the other side, more this spiritual connection that the hunter had, and that was so fulfilling for me because I felt, okay, I am really part of this place and I'm understanding it. I think as humans we are born storytellers. We started with the fire in the cave, and that's how knowledge passes, right? We need that magic to believe and to act. As a human, I'm confronted, as a person, I'm confronted with data, with PDF, with all of this. I don't have emotion, and if I don't have emotion, I won't act, right? I need to feel it inside me to connect emotionally, and that's when I will have the story on my heart and I will start acting for my everyday life, for the planet and for the future. I really hope that this film can inspire the younger generation by seeing how there is still a chance, how there is a way to belong in this world, and it's something we all have inside us. I feel we are all a little bit lost. We don't know where to stand, and younger generation even more. You grow up with all these alerts, with this planet that is going at the end of its resources, so it's incredibly stressful. It can make you feel depressed, anxious, so many negative feelings, while there is so much hope still. There is a place for us in this world and we have to find it again. And I hope this film can make people feel part of this natural system and can inspire them to be a positive part of this change. I think it was really great to work with the AXA Research Fund because they gave us the support we needed, but on the other hand, they gave us a lot of creative freedom. That is something super important when you are a creative, and actually I think it also allowed you to go deeper in the story, while sometimes some restrictions can block the natural flow, the natural creation. They were super supportive, listening to our requests, giving us what we needed, and yeah, at the end it was such a great collaboration and essential, because without this, such a project will never exist. Thank you guys.